everyone. I'm Jenny Ambrose, founder and CEO of Puree Fantastico. I have been running my business since 2008, and I have helped thousands of businesses and individuals express themselves, represent themselves better visually, verbally, and strategically. Today, we are here so that you can mix your niche and brand yourself using emotions. You already know that branding is important. You are here. Maybe you want to amp up your brand before you make a big splash of a launch, or maybe you're not really happy with the type of clients you're attracting. Either way, branding can help. So, what you probably don't know is that even though branding does include what you can see and what you can hear, most of it deals with emotions. The visuals, the verbs, they're all targeted to getting what you want out of people. Uh, it is a blessing and a curse. So today I'm going to show you how to do this ethically for your business. Not only because you're not going to be manipulating people, but you're going to be using what you naturally and authentically do as a natural magnet. You'll both be a beacon and the goods for people looking exactly for what you have to offer and how you offer it and who you are as you deliver it. Mixing the niche and tapping into your authenticity makes the perfect brand. It exudes exactly who you are and attracts exactly what you want effortlessly. Let's dive right in. First thing you got to do about making sure your brand is saying what you wanted to say and communicating what you wanted to say is get real. Everyone wants to say out loud that yes, your brand is totally you, but we all know that not a lot of us feel that way every day. So what I want you to do is grab a pen and paper or open up a tab and set up some Google Doc, whatever you got to do, and I'm going to ask you some questions because I promise you the answers are already within you and you have been wrangling around them or, loop-de-looing around them, but they are there. So you are thinking about your current brand right now. How does it feel? What does it sound like? What does it look like? What is the experience? What is the experience someone else might say? Describe this in any way that comes naturally to you. Sometimes it could be an interpretive dance. I am not here to judge. Now, I want you to imagine your perfect brand, the most idealist of ideals. Money is no object. It does not matter. What is that brand? What does it look like? Is it flashy? Is it elegant? Is it sleek and minimal? Is it jaw-dropping? It is Beyonce on a plate. It does not matter. How does your ideal brand make people feel? How does your ideal brand make people feel about your product or service? What experience would they equate your brand to? See, even though I'm asking questions, the responses are all going to come in through emotion, both for you and in the future through your clients or your customers. When you intentionally set the stage for the space that you want people to have, you really are acting like a beacon, and that's what people are going to come to you for. This is what they want to feel. This is what they want to think. This is what they want to experience. If you can communicate it, you can experience it. And if you can communicate it, you can reach someone with it. So double check, triple check, quadruple check, infinity check until it's right. And trust me, if you're not vibing with it, there are ways to fix this. And trust me again, this is a perpetual process. So if you've been in business for 3 months, you're going to have different answers than if you've been in business for a year and a half or 9 years. And even the selves that you've been at those times will produce different answers. This is okay. This is a perpetual growth exercise because who you want to be and how you want to reach people are going to change. It's a beautiful thing. So if you found it hard to think of things that you want people to feel, think, or experience, or what you wanted your brand to look like, then the number one homework for you is to go out and soak up things like a brand new sponge. Like, go out and see a movie you've never seen before, but have always been intrigued by the title. Or maybe you turn left instead of right on your daily walk. I mean, it does not matter. The thing is, you need to introduce more into your world. And I love Pinterest for this. Use it like the visual search engine that it is and lose yourself in possibilities. So maybe you want to think about, what did I mean by sleek? Or what does elegant look like to me? What's my favorite color? Get all up in there and save. Save like you were on supermarket sweep and it is just gung-ho crazy town with what you want to do. This way you can explore many different ways that people have said, things that maybe you want to say or things that you like saying, and you can sort of peel them apart and compile them into something that becomes your visual language. If you had no problem naming off things, but maybe it was a little bit of a challenge to understand how messaging or copywriting could come from that same space, then I say to you, also explore, but stay open and listen. So when I'm searching for the right brand voice for a post or a client, I always love to like listen to TV and just sit in spaces where I can listen to people, because that really does give new perspectives, new narratives, new ways of saying the same thing. And you are free to lift that and apply that. Another tip I love is go through your DMs, your messages, maybe posts that you've contributed to, comment sections and that sort of thing. See how you speak to people, whether it's about what you're doing or offering advice or just answering someone. See the language that you use, because this is your natural voice. You're not analyzing it. You're not, oh, I should do this and I should. No, 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 no. It is the way that comes naturally to you to communicate, and people get your message. So you can be trusted that you know what you're talking about. Start a Google Doc. And this can be your word bank. And so when you're thinking about things that you want to post about, or you're thinking about ways to describe yourself, revisit, and add to this, because this way your voice is authentic, it is natural, it will not be a problem for you to write stuff because you've already written it. And getting out of your own space by getting back in your own space leads to some really great results. Okay, now the strategy bit, the experience. I like to think of it like you are planning an outing for your favorite people. Are you taking them to an ice cream party? Are they hanging out in your backyard in a hammock? Are you all going on a hike to see some beautiful viewpoint? This is your positioning of your brand. It's the whole keystone. This informs your visuals and your copywriting, because you can either play off that position or support that position. An example. Let's say you want your brand to feel like you and your friends are hanging out in the backyard. So whatever you're selling, like let's say you're selling kombucha, and you want the feel of your brand to be easygoing, relaxing, approachable, friendly, happy. And so then you would say that your copywriting would also be easygoing and friendly and happy. And maybe as you wrote your emails, you would envision yourself writing to a dear friend. You want these customers to feel like a friend. You want the experience of your brand to feel friendly and relaxed and warm. So you put yourself in that space. The images you use, maybe it's, grayscale snapshots of happy people drinking kombucha. giving that nostalgic memory. Oh, remember when we all went camping and drank kombucha, whatever. You are constructing, you are intentionally setting that tone. And so as you do that, that is the feeling that is going to be conveyed to people who are not in your brain or in your planning room or in any other sort of way. This is how branding works. You are allowed to construct and build and layer and glue on and have that sort of constructed environment. The thing that works the best for me and my clients is when you tap into a piece of you that is true. So if you are someone who, like me, is not into camping, I would not create that experience. I would create brunch. I love brunch. I'm a brunch person. But because brunch is more truthful to who I am, it's going to resonate more truthfully. It's going to connect more honestly. And even if you are someone who's like meh on brunch, you would at least respect that while it wasn't you, that was who I was. And that's the best you can ask for. So, the number one tip I would love for you to walk away from, probably number one to number 17, like what you like and be okay with it. Because it doesn't matter if you like camping or you like brunch or you like none of those things and you'd rather just, sit on your floor with a can of Spam. I don't know. It doesn't matter. What matters is you like it, you own it, you work it, and you have confidence behind it. When you're working on your brand, remember, each piece of the brand, the visuals, the language, the verbs, the copywriting, and the strategic experience can all be worked on. It can all be managed and massaged so that each piece truly resonates with who you want to be, the type of people you want to work with, the types of feelings you want to communicate and convey with your brand. And all of that is going to act as a beacon, which is as sustainable as it is lucrative. Because if you're happy, if it comes from a place that is truthful from you, it's going to read better, it's going to connect better, and you're going to feel better about it. So you'll have more consistency as you work within it. The truth is, emotions are the invisible strings that really make a brand effective. It's not that Nike sells shoes or clothes. Nike sells the determination. Nike sells the dedication needed to believing in yourself. It just also comes with shoes and a sweatband. When you focus on the emotions behind the brand, both in what you see, hear, and experience, you're creating an effortless beacon. It allows you to step into a brand that's supported and sustainable, allowing you to have fun, create the perfect space for you to show up as your absolute best and your truthiest truth. And it allows your clients to be drawn to you effortlessly. If you're ready to tackle this the right way, you can meet me at pureefantastico.com, where I can take your business and your brand from mundane to mundane. Can't wait. See you soon.